What did you think about Tesla's initial idea that Westinghouse shot down to sort of broadcast electricity so that people could just pull it out of the air? He was talking about moving radio waves through the space that would charge things up. You can't pack sufficient energy in your radio wave to do anything we need to do mechanically. What if I told you that an AI powered not by ordinary computers, but by quantum processors just rebuilt a machine-first sketch by Nikola Tesla over a century ago? Tesla's hidden sketches preserved for decades in government files contain blueprints for a mysterious device. Today, quantum AI has decoded these fragmentary drawings and reconstructed what that device might actually look like. This isn't just historical curiosity. We're talking about technology that could reshape how we think about energy transmission. It could revolutionize wireless communication systems. It might even challenge our understanding of how machines interact with the fabric of reality itself. The most shocking part, the recreated design doesn't look like science fiction anymore. When you see what quantum AI built from Tesla's century-old sketches, it looks like something that could be constructed in a laboratory right now. Tesla died in 1943 with trunks full of unfinished ideas. The FBI seized his papers immediately, classifying them for decades. Some documents remained locked away until 2016. Others disappeared entirely. Roughly 20 of 80 trunks never reached Tesla's designated heir. But here's what changes everything. Those missing pieces, those incomplete sketches that baffled engineers for generations suddenly make sense when processed through quantum artificial intelligence. The gaps that seemed impossible to fill are now revealing Tesla's most ambitious vision. And what emerges isn't just a machine. It's a window into how one man's imagination, a century ahead of its time, might finally become our reality. The quantum AI breakthrough. Here's what makes quantum AI fundamentally different from the artificial intelligence you know. Ordinary AI learns patterns from data. It identifies what happened before to predict what comes next. Quantum AI operates on an entirely different principle. It processes overlapping possibilities simultaneously, like running thousands of what-if scenarios at the exact same moment. Instead of following one logical path, it explores multiple realities in parallel. This revolutionary approach allows quantum AI to fill gaps in incomplete designs. Tesla's fragmentary sketches were full of missing connections, half-finished circuits, and cryptic notations that stumped engineers for decades. Recent breakthroughs prove quantum AI's power. Researchers used it in material science to predict exotic alloys that shouldn't exist according to traditional models. Drug discovery teams found molecular combinations that classical computers missed entirely. These weren't lucky guesses. They were calculated leaps into unexplored possibility space. Now scientists are applying the same technology to historical schematics, where ambiguity once stalled progress for generations. Quantum AI sees patterns invisible to human analysis. Tesla's notebooks contained what researchers call time capsule sketches. Ideas too advanced for the technology of his era. No one could build them because crucial components didn't exist yet. But quantum AI doesn't need to build anything physical. It can test and reconstruct these devices virtually, running millions of simulations before anyone touches a single wire. Think of it like this. Imagine Tesla drew half a blueprint. In his time, no one could guess what the missing half should look like. But a quantum AI doesn't guess one solution. It generates millions of possibilities at once, then picks the one most consistent with physics. Suddenly, an unfinished doodle from 1905 looks like a fully engineered machine from 2025. The first device quantum AI reconstructed from Tesla's notes isn't what you'd expect. It's not a radio or an electric motor. It's something far stranger and far more ambitious. The device itself. The mysterious device emerged from Tesla's unpublished notes like a ghost materializing from fragments. It resembles a hybrid between a resonant coil and a mechanical oscillator. But the quantum AI reconstruction revealed something extraordinary. Layers of complexity that Tesla never explicitly drew. The original sketches showed basic copper windings and iron cores, standard materials for Tesla's era. But when quantum AI filled in the missing connections, it suggested feedback loops within feedback loops. Circuits nested inside circuits in patterns that seemed almost organic. Some theorists connect this device to Tesla's obsession with wireless energy transmission. His Wardenclyffe Tower project aimed to send power across continents without wires. This reconstructed device could be the missing link, the resonance engine that makes global wireless power actually possible. Others see it as an early blueprint for frequency-based communication systems. Not radio waves, but something closer to what we now call quantum networks, information transmitted through synchronized vibrations rather than electromagnetic signals. But here's where it gets truly unsettling. The AI's recreation suggested design elements that Tesla never wrote down explicitly. Patterns implied through mathematical relationships scattered across different notebooks. As if Tesla was encoding secrets within secrets, trusting that future technology would eventually decode his hidden intentions. What do you think this machine was designed for? Wireless power transmission, advanced quantum communications, or something else entirely? Drop your thoughts in the comments before we reveal the next piece of this puzzle. Here's the weird part. The recreated design shows feedback mechanisms that weren't practical with Tesla's copper and iron components. Those materials would overheat or lose efficiency. But swap those materials for graphene or room temperature superconductors. Suddenly, every circuit makes perfect sense. Tesla may have drawn an idea that only becomes buildable with the materials of the future. The bigger shock comes when we compare this AI rebuilt design with something Tesla actually tried to construct in secret during his final years. The quantum AI reconstruction reveals stunning connections to Tesla's most secretive experiments. His Wardenclyffe Tower wasn't just about wireless power. It was one component of a much larger system. Tesla's mechanical oscillator experiments weren't separate projects either. They were all pieces of the same revolutionary puzzle. Tesla operated like a master architect designing a cathedral. Individual sketches seemed unrelated, scattered across different notebooks and time periods. But quantum AI detected the underlying blueprint connecting everything together. Each device was designed to work in harmony with the others. The reconstructed machine shows Tesla's true vision, a universal system built entirely on resonance and vibration. He believed the Earth itself could become a conductor, vibrating at specific frequencies to carry both power and information anywhere on the planet. But Tesla went even further. His private notes described tapping into what he called the cosmic engine, the fundamental vibrations that hold the universe together. This wasn't mysticism talking. Modern quantum physics confirms that reality operates through wave functions and harmonic frequencies. Quantum AI has not only reconstructed a single device, it may have uncovered Tesla's master plan for reshaping human civilization through controlled resonance technology. If a machine built on Tesla's principles was reimagined with today's materials and quantum processing power, what would it actually do? Generate unlimited clean energy from environmental vibrations? Create instantaneous communication networks that can't be intercepted? Or unlock technological possibilities we haven't even imagined yet? Let me break that down simply. Tesla believed the universe itself vibrated like a giant tuning fork. If you could match those exact vibrations, you could send power anywhere instantly or even tap into the hidden structure of reality itself. That's what makes this AI recreation so jaw-dropping. It's not just reviving an old drawing. It's reviving Tesla's entire philosophy of how the cosmos actually works. Before we explore the world-shaking implications of this discovery, let's rewind to understand how these sketches survived at all. Because the story of Tesla's missing papers is almost as mysterious as the devices themselves. The legacy of Tesla's missing papers. When Nikola Tesla died alone in his New York hotel room on January 7, 1943, U.S. authorities moved with remarkable speed. Within hours, FBI agents and military officials seized his belongings. They confiscated 80 trunks filled with notebooks, blueprints, and experimental devices. The official reason? Tesla had been working on what government officials called a death ray technology. With World War II raging, they couldn't risk these weapons falling into enemy hands. But historians now know the real story was far more complex. MIT professor John G. Trump, yes, Donald Trump's uncle, led the team reviewing Tesla's papers. His official report dismissed most of Tesla's work as speculative rather than revealing any functional secret weapons. But here's the disturbing part. Roughly 20 of those 80 trunks never reached Tesla's designated heir, his nephew, Sava Kasanovich. Those missing trunks contained Tesla's most private experiments, his final decade of research. The work he kept hidden even from his closest assistants. For decades, no one knew what happened to them. In 2016, about 250 pages of Tesla's FBI files were finally declassified. But investigators found massive gaps. Entire sections marked classification still pending. References to documents that simply don't exist in any known archive. This is how legends of time capsules began spreading. Tesla enthusiasts theorized he deliberately hid his most dangerous discoveries, waiting for humanity to become responsible enough to handle them. The truth might be even stranger. Tesla's notebooks weren't just technical manuals. They were puzzles designed to be solved by future technology. Ideas too advanced for the materials and computational power of his era. Nearly a century later, quantum artificial intelligence may finally be advanced enough to decode what Tesla was really trying to build. The science behind the speculation. Understanding Tesla's reconstructed device requires grasping one fundamental principle: resonance. You've experienced this phenomenon without realizing it. When an opera singer hits exactly the right note, a wine glass across the room shatters. That's resonance. One vibrating object forcing another to vibrate at the same frequency until it breaks apart. Tesla applied this same principle to electricity with revolutionary results. His famous Tesla coils didn't just generate high voltage. They created standing wave patterns that could transmit energy through the air. In 1899, his Colorado Springs laboratory lit incandescent bulbs wirelessly from miles away using pure resonance. But here's where Tesla's vision becomes almost prophetic. Modern quantum computers operate on surprisingly similar principles. Qubits, the building blocks of quantum processors, exist in delicate, resonant states. They oscillate between multiple possibilities simultaneously until measurement forces them to choose one reality. Tesla's sketches show devices that manipulate electrical resonance in ways that mirror how quantum engineers control qubit vibrations today. It's as if he intuited quantum mechanical principles decades before physicists discovered them officially. The mathematical relationships in Tesla's notebooks describe feedback loops that amplify specific frequencies while dampening others. This is exactly how quantum error correction works, maintaining coherent states by filtering out destructive interference patterns. Imagine trying to balance a spinning coin on its edge while spinning its both heads and tails simultaneously. That's exactly how qubits work in quantum computers and Tesla's resonance devices. They played with electrical vibrations in a surprisingly similar way. It's almost like he was sketching solutions to problems that quantum engineers are just now beginning to solve. If these parallels between Tesla's designs and quantum mechanics are real, the implications stretch far beyond wireless power or advanced communications. We might be looking at technology that operates on the fundamental level of reality itself. Human impact and future possibilities. If quantum AI successfully recreates Tesla's resonance technology, we're looking at changes that could reshape civilization itself. Imagine wireless power grids that transmit clean energy anywhere on Earth without cables or substations. Remote villages in Africa could access the same electrical infrastructure as Manhattan. Islands could power themselves from continental energy sources thousands of miles away. But the communication possibilities might be even more revolutionary. Tesla's frequency-based networks wouldn't rely on traditional radio waves or fiber optic cables. Instead, they'd use the Earth's natural resonance as a carrier signal. These systems would be virtually impossible to intercept or jam. Perfect for secure quantum communications. The reconstructed device suggests something even more profound. Tesla may have designed a technology that taps directly into what physicists now call the quantum vacuum, the background energy that exists in seemingly empty space. If his resonance machines can actually extract usable power from this source, we're talking about unlimited clean energy with no fuel requirements whatsoever. This discovery isn't just fascinating, it's terrifying in its implications. Tesla left behind ideas that force us to question whether human civilization has been developing technology in the most inefficient way possible for over a century. Consider this. Every power plant, every electrical grid, every communication satellite might become obsolete if Tesla's vision actually works. We could be on the verge of the most disruptive technological revolution in human history. And it's all based on principles that one man sketched in notebooks over 100 years ago. The most unsettling thought: Tesla might have deliberately hidden these designs because he knew humanity wasn't ready. Now artificial intelligence has unlocked them whether we're prepared or not. But to understand why Tesla's ideas seem so impossible yet so achievable, we need to examine the man behind the mystery, the familiar history. Nikola Tesla arrived in New York in 1884 with 4 cents in his pocket and a letter of introduction to Thomas Edison. Within months, their fundamental disagreement over electrical systems sparked one of history's greatest technological rivalries. Edison championed direct current, power that flows in one direction like a battery. Tesla envisioned alternating current, electricity that changes direction many times per second. Tesla's AC system won decisively. Every electrical outlet in your home operates on alternating current principles he developed in the 1880s. His polyphase motor design powers everything from household appliances to industrial machinery worldwide. These weren't just inventions. They were the foundation of modern electrical civilization. But Tesla's mainstream contributions only scratched the surface of his imagination. His Warden Cliff Tower project on Long Island represented his true ambition, wireless transmission of both power and information across the Atlantic Ocean. When funding collapsed in 1906, Tesla never abandoned the dream. He spent his remaining decades pursuing wireless energy in increasingly secretive experiments. Tesla demonstrated early radio control by piloting a remote-controlled boat in Madison Square Garden. Audiences thought they were witnessing magic. He built mechanical oscillators that could shake entire buildings by matching their natural resonant frequencies. In Colorado Springs, his magnifying transmitter generated 12 million volts and created lightning bolts stretching 40 m into the night sky. Yet for all his verified achievements, Tesla remained an enigma even to his closest associates. He worked alone, trusted few people, and encoded his most ambitious ideas in sketches that seemed deliberately incomplete. So here's the takeaway. Tesla left us sketches that looked impossible for over a century. Today, quantum artificial intelligence examines those same drawings and says, no, they're not impossible. They're just waiting for the right technology. And maybe that's the most Tesla thing of all, to leave behind ideas meant not for his century but for ours. If you found this revelation as mind-bending as we did, hit that subscribe button and drop a like. Stay tuned for more discoveries that challenge everything we thought we knew about science and history. Because Tesla's legacy isn't finished.